Hi, my name is Pike Anderson and welcome to this video about how to set up Version Manager. If you're new to Version Manager, please go to our YouTube channel and check out the videos Introduction to Version Manager and how to install Version Manager. The link to our YouTube channel can be found on our homepage www.versionmanager.dk. In the previous video, installing Version Manager, we prepared a Dynamics Nav database to run the Partner Edition of Version Manager in a separate database monitoring a number of other databases. We installed the objects, changed the IT Manager profile to utilize the Version Manager Administrator Role Center, and we added the Version Manager object list page to the navigation pane. This means that we're ready to set up Version Manager, and the place to set up Version Manager is on the Role Center in the activities where we have the action Version Manager set up. Version Manager utilizes a number of SQL scripts. When clicking the Version Manager Setup action, Version Manager will download the SQL scripts and other material from our website and install them in the Version Manager database. This ensures that whenever Version Manager is installed, it will always use the latest versions of the scripts. This is the Version Manager setup page. The setup page is divided into several fast tabs, and the general fast tab will contain information that are general for Version Manager. Among these are the path to the compare program. We need to set that up and find the compare program from our program folders. We have the program parameters for the compare program. That is, if this is not standard, then they can be altered. Version Manager setup will automatically try to find the path for the development environment. If it cannot be found, then this can be altered manually. Then Version Manager will connect to the Version Manager website and find out which edition has been purchased for this, what the license number, and later on it will find out which version, and this is if it's been installed or not. Lastly, we have if there is an expired date connected to this, then this will show up here. Next is the SQL Server fast tab, and opening this we can see that we have a SQL Server user ID if we choose to use a SQL Server user, or we could use the Windows authentication. Windows authentication does not mean that the user that I am logged on with is the one being used, but this will mean that the user running the nav service is the one to be used. The third fast tab contains the server and database name of the database that will contain the Version Manager. We don't recommend to have the Version Manager installed in any other database than the one that we're running. The fourth fast tab contains the object databases. And the object databases are the databases that we want to monitor. So right now I'm going to take this in here and I'm going to get a list of all the databases that are installed on the server. So now it will tell me that I'm going outside of nav, and I'll say I'll always allow that. In here I can see all the different databases that I have, and this is the one that I want to monitor, which is a demo database W1 version in development. So I will set it up here as install, and there are some more information further out. One of them is that is a development database. Just to check all the different fields, we have here the server name, the server instance, we have the database name. It will automatically find out which version the database is in a moment. We set up here, do we want to install or do we not want to install version manager on this database? If we choose to say no to this, that means that we can use the database to transfer objects to this database. We can see if version manager is already active in this database. We can see if we have verified the installation, and we can see if the objects have been synchronized. And then again, we can see if it's a development database, and I'll get back to what that means later on. Next, I'll take another one like that, and I'll go here and I'll take a testing database like that. That's it. And now I'll install that too, and that's fine with me. So right now I'm monitoring 2 databases, and I am installing it in this 3rd database. Further down I have some other information I need to install. This is the number series I need to set up for my builds, and in this case I'm just going to take any number series, but normally I would create a number series specially for that. Now everything has been set up, we are ready. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to install my version manager, and I'll just expand this one. And we can see that we have installed our objects in this database. We have 2 monitored databases over here. Installing version manager like this will install all the SQL scripts in the databases. And the second thing I need to do is I need to create a baseline of the objects in the databases, and what it will do now is that it will copy all the objects from the databases to my version manager database. In order to test that everything went as planned, we can go back to our role center, and then we can go to VM objects. And we can see in here that it has made a copy of all the objects there are in the databases in the dev and the test database. If we go back to the role center, we can see that now the version manager has detected that a lot of objects have been changed. And in the future, this is how the IT manager will be able to see if there has been made any changes to any objects in any of the 2 databases. And that means that the 2 databases I am monitoring are now protected by version manager. If you want to know more about the functionality of version manager, how to use it, and how it actually protects the objects in the databases that are being monitored, then please check out our YouTube channel and see the video using version manager. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe.